and I got cellulite. Any women in here got cellulite? Oh, look around this room. We drop our panties, half of us look like we slept on a waffle iron. Don't tell me. Now, this little cutie, that your husband, is this your wife, sir? It's your what? It's your daughter. I'm from Kentucky. Just don't do 23andMe is all I'm saying. It's your daughter. Well, you're very, very sweet, sweetheart. How are you? Yeah. You look terrified right now. It's okay. It's okay. You're so sweet and cute. Do you even know what cellulite is? Kind of looks like hail damage on a car. Just. Here, I do it slow motion for Daddy. How many women in here have cellulite? Yes. We are sitting on a waffle iron. Dang it. Having cellulite's dangerous. It truly is. You ever sit on a wet toilet seat? Oh my goodness. I've done that before, and I've suctioned to the lid. Just get up, I hear the sound. Look in the mirror, got this big lid hickey on my butt. No. Okay, be honest. How many women in here will not sit on a public toilet seat? Yeah. Teresa, you will not sit on a public toilet seat. How come? Because it's dirty, right? You know why? Because women like you are pissing on the toilet seat. You are the first domino. And can I ask you what you're doing in there? Are you doing like the hula hoop while you're paying? Who's got a teenage daughter? Applaud if you know what I'm talking about. Who's got a teenager? Yes. Yes. How old? How old's your teenager? 19. How old over here? 18. Anybody 13, 14? 13. Where are you? In the red. Let us pray. Heal! 13. She dating? Uh-huh. You had the birds and bees talk with her yet? You learn anything? Wish I'd had a pad of paper when I talked to my daughter. My husband would still have a smile on his face. I went to my daughter. I was very upfront with her. I said, now dang it, honey, just be honest with me. Are you sexually active? No. Ew. I just kind of lie there. thing's playing hard to get is wearing a 3-hook bra. Of course, that confused the heck out of you, and it Skater. Yeah, snap her neck, get her bra off, wouldn't you? Oh, heck, girls, you wear a sports bra. These Alabama boys could be there all night, couldn't they? Gosh dang, baby, what'd you have your boobies laminated? I can't get in here. You know, I think the hardest time for any child has got to be middle school. Would you agree? That is, yes. Because right at the time when hormones are morphing their bodies and frying their brains, we throw them in with a bunch of other more fry brains, and we expect them to survive. Let me tell you something. Middle school for me was a hell ride the moment I got off the school bus. Brenda Brown spotted me like a lion spots the weakest antelope in the herd, and I was toast. Hadn't done anything but breathe, and she decided I needed to get my head knocked off. The notorious Brenda Brown. She was that kind of student even the teachers were afraid of. Anything went down in school, it was Brenda Brown. Smoking in the bathroom, Brenda Brown. Pulled fire alarm, Brenda Brown. Missing school bus, Brenda Brown. Let me tell you people something. I could take getting the tar beat out of me every day. It wasn't anything that I got at home. Let me tell you something. When you are the youngest kid of a family sporting 9 older brothers, the trickle-down beating stops with you. Every day, right before lunch, bam, Brenda Brown. Second shift came right before I got on the school bus for home. Bam! Ow. See you tomorrow. Heck, it got to the point I just wait for her to get it over with. But one day was different. Before I got on that school bus, when she hit me, my glasses went flying. I was picking myself up, pulling down my shirt, getting my books, and I realized Brenda Brown had my glasses. And she was scratching tic-tac-toe in the lenses, and she threw them back to me. Oh, this was bad, people. If my daddy saw this, he was going to kill me. I can remember that long school bus ride home, and I sat in that seat and I prayed. I prayed so hard that that school bus would stall on a railroad track. And we would all die in a fiery blaze. And my daddy would never know. A couple days went by and nobody realized I wasn't wearing my glasses. Then one night at the supper table, my mama goes, "Etta Mae, where's your glasses?" I froze. A pea rolled off my fork and crashed to the floor. You see, people, my daddy could smell fear like most people smell bleach. He looked at me and he cocked his head. And he grabbed my chubby little hand and he squeezed it hard. And we made that death march to the back room. That man spanked me with a belt to the point the poor guy got too winded and had to sit down. All the time doing that stroke talk. Do you know what I mean, that stroke talk? Yeah. Tell me what happened to those glasses. I think I scared Grandma. He had a stroke? When I finally confessed, let me tell you something. The disappointment on his face hurt a lot worse than that belt. He gathered the entire family up in the living room. And he got one of my brother's bozo punching bags. You remember those? The kind that had the sand in the bottom? And when you hit it, it popped back up. And he goes, "Okay, what's this first class you got with this Brenda Brown?" And I said, "Well, study hall right before lunch." He goes, "This is what you gonna do. Tomorrow I want you to go to the front of the class. I want you to tell your teacher to call that Brenda Brown up. And in front of everybody, in the loudest voice you have, I want you to yell, 'Brenda Brown, do you have a friggin' problem with me?'" But trust me, he didn't say friggin'. then he said, I want you to punch her right in the mouth. What? And then he said, I'm going to stay home from work. And if I don't get a call from the principal by noon, I'm going to spank you within an inch of your life when you get home. What? And then he made me practice over and over again. Brenda Brown, do you have a friggin' problem with me? Bam! Next day on the school bus, my heart was in my head, just boom, boom, boom. But heck, people, at that point, I was between a rock and a rock. I did what my daddy said. Brenda Brown, do you have a friggin' problem with me? Bam! She floated like a feather over the teacher's desk. Now, I could be wrong, but I swear Miss Mortice was giggling to herself as she drug us to the principal's office. I sat in Principal Campbell's office with Brenda Brown's mother and Brenda Brown. Brenda Brown's mom was thin and hard, and she shook as she lit one cigarette off of another. We sat in silence and we waited for my daddy. And then suddenly the door swung open, and there stood my dad like John Wayne in a gunfight. Principal Campbell said, Milo, we got a problem. My dad said, no, we ain't got no problem. That little girl right there's got the problem. Because my daughter's going to come and kick the living daylights out of her every single day. And Brenda Brown's mom stood up and said, hey, and my dad said, and you shut your mouth or I'll have my wife come and kick the snot out of you. And then he said, Etta Mae, go get in the truck. We're going to Dairy Queen. Brenda Brown never bothered me again. But do you know I think of that girl to this day every time I eat a dilly bar?
For my 60th birthday, my best friend Val, she took me to a day spa. I'd never been to a day spa before. In fact, she took all 6 of us, which was wonderful. And my friend Val is so classy because she paid for all 6 of us. Who knew they took food stamps? I'd never been to a day spa before, and I got everything did. I got a massage, and I got my feet did, and I got my fingers did. What do they call it when you get your feet did? Pedicure, yeah. I'll tell you what, I'll be honest with you. I felt real sorry for the little girl that got me on the pedicure. Well, because, all the other women, they get their feet did pretty regular, and this 60 years not getting your feet did, I had a little build up. I don't mean to be gross, but the time she was done with me, it looked like a Parmesan cheese factory had done blowed up. Okay? Enjoy your dinner. Yeah. And boy, I felt sorry for her. I did, because I could see the fear and terror in her eyes. But she took off my tube socket, she jumped back, and she went, oh no. That's not good. Bình an sáng không bỏ, cầm yên sáng ngồi lại cả bình cháo của mà. Khi má cầu số, ra cái biết cả cùng ăn chỉnh cái má cầu của cháu, cháu có. Hey! What the heck was that about? No, it's okay. You're so pretty. Pick color. Keep out, Sam. Keep out. Hey! Where's she going? No, it's okay. my cousin here in the body shop down the street. I sent her to go get the grinder. Oh my goodness. And then came the waxing. You men, you don't understand. The waxing. They pour hot wax on your face. Don't they, ladies? They started me off slow. Did my eyebrows. Poured hot wax on my face. And then I don't really know what happened after that. Because it felt like she put a piece of duct tape or something. And then I lost track of her. And then I heard her get a run for it. And when she ripped that tape off, I come up off that bed about 3 foot. And she refused to come back in the room till I stopped cussing. But the upside is, now there's 2. Beauty is pain, ladies. Say it with me. Beauty is pain. Beauty is pain. Then she said, "Ma'am, would you like me to do your mustache?" Well, feng shui. Didn't even realize I had a mustache. But now that you pointed that out, I guess I should get that did. Girls, should you look like you have diaper rash for about a month? You know, I was red fire. I tell you, I look like a 5-year-old that a cherry popsicle just got away from me, you know? Like I killed the Kool-Aid man, you know? Yeah. But the upside, people stop calling me sir. Beauty is pain. Beauty is pain. Yes. My chin wasn't too bad. My chin was not too bad. I just had a couple of danglers. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Like even with your readers on, you can't see them. Yeah, I looked like I had a couple of little catfish barbs coming out. And of course, my husband didn't say anything because, well, he likes catfish. So he was living out some kind of fantasy I didn't even know about. So they just plucked those. But now I can't get HBO. Beauty is pain. And then don't get ahead of me. And then the coup de grace. She said, "Ma'am, would you like a Brazilian?" Well, heck yeah. Here's my house key. You let me know when that Brazilian's coming. I'll send my husband to Tractor Supply. We'll have a good 6 hours. You know, now that I think about it, I have had a massage before. I worked on a cruise once, and they have a spa right at on the cruise. And a woman gave me a certificate for a hot rock massage. Did you ever get a hot rock massage? Yeah. Tracy, you ever had one? Oh, hey, howdy, baby. Oh, it's nice. For those of you who don't know, a hot rock massage, just like a regular massage. They get you all buttered up, but then they put these big hot stones on your back, and oh my goodness, the tension melts away. It's very sensual, isn't it? I'll be honest with you, girls. Woke up my happy spot. Now, I've been married 42 years. I ain't felt my happy spot in, 42 years, yes. But the masseuse was telling me that couples massage can really kind of perk up a marriage. So, she gave me some pointers and stuff, and oh man, hey howdy. I got home, sent the kids out to play in the slip and slide. Hot July day, yeah. Locked that trailer door. Put on a little romantic music, little Johnny Cash. Yeah, I hear that train a-coming. Massage oil per se, so I just used some Crisco. No, that melts real good. And I got some gravel out of the driveway. Heated that up for about 10 minutes in the microwave. Hindsight being 2020, might have been 9 minutes, 45 seconds, way too long. Because boy, when that hot gravel hit that Crisco covered back hair. It was a heck of a grease fire. Thank goodness they had that slip and slide going. To this day, he still smells like burnt plastic.
There are several revelations within a marriage. I think for you single women, the biggest revelation is, are you even ready for the commitment of marriage? Because let me tell you, single girls, it's different being married to a man than it is dating him. Amen? Amen. Amen. Girls, you're in luck. I've created a recipe you can cook up to see if you are ready for the commitment of marriage. Go to the grocery store. Buy yourself a 5-pound block of blue cheese. Take that home. Put it in a black garbage bag. Tie it up. Put it on your back porch, direct sunlight for about a week. No. Stay with me. On the Sunday of that week, ladies, grab your Sunday newspaper. Grab that black bag. Put it in the bathroom, open the bag, shut the door. Now let that simmer about an hour. Now girls, if you could walk in there without an artificial breathing device, by golly, you're ready to get married. Am I right? I mean, a man's bathroom issues comes with a whole bunch of shuns. Asphyxiation, evacuation, and fumigation. I don't know what happens in a man's body. A man can take a simple lasagna dinner, turn it into nuclear waste. I don't have any nose hairs left. I haven't had to shave my legs in the last 10 years. Revelation. The other day, me and my husband, we sat at Applebee's, kicking back a few beers, eating some nachos. My husband got this funny look in his eyes, and he reached across the table, and he grabbed my hand very gently, and he goes, "Baby, you are my best friend." Oh, that dang near killed me. Do you know how much it hurts when beer shoots out your nose? Idiot. Oh, heck, he knows he's not my best friend. My best friend is my friend Val. And she is my best friend because Val and I have made a promise to each other that if one day by some terrible circumstance one of us is in a coma in the hospital, the other one promises to sneak in and shave the mustache. That is a woman's best friend. Am I right? Yes. 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 Let me tell you something, girls. You leave it up to your husband, you're going to be laying in ICU looking like Yosemite Sam or something. I'd be so mad at my husband, I'd just wake up out of that coma just to go either pluck me or pull the cord. People are making fun of me. Nurses have nicknamed me Sasquatch. Val is my best friend. 300-pound black woman. Sorry, 300-pound beautiful black woman. Kind of black woman that walks into the room, her butt will come in 5 minutes later. Wearing a thong, baby. Woo! And working it. Why can't us white women feel about our weight the way black women do? Val ain't got no fat butt, man. She got junk in her trunk. She got more cushion for the pushing. And she knows how to handle men, too. She's always telling me, "Etta Mae, girl, you want to control your man, make him do what you want him to do. You got to control the sex. Just cut him off till he do right." She said, "Dang, girl, check it out. One time I had a boyfriend of mine cutting my yard at 3 o'clock in the morning, get some of my time." So I did it. I cut him off. Yard ain't been mowed in 3 years. He is not my best friend. I see how my husband treats his friends. What is wrong with you, man? My husband ain't seen one of his good buddies for a long time. It's like, "Hey, you big fat bald butthead, how you been?" Women don't greet each other like that. Could you imagine? "Hey, you water retaining heifer, what's up?" Woo, those pants make you look fat. There would be a throwdown cat fight. And men and women fight so differently, don't we? Guys, when a man wants to fight another man, what do you boys always say? "Let's step outside." Women, we don't feel the need to relocate. I will drop your butt in the church lobby, just bang. element of surprise. Every time I fight with my old man, I wish I was a black woman. I do. I watch Cops. Next time you watch Cops, I want you to notice something. They roll up on a white domestic disturbance who's always sitting outside. The white woman. Always kind of looks like me on Cops too, don't it? I know you think. And it's always that same stupid drunken argument. It's like, Officer Bobby drunk again. He locked me out of the trailer. He won't even give me my smokes, dang it. Oh, they roll up on a homeboy domestic disturbance? Who's sitting outside? Yes, the black man. Oh, heck, his shirt is half tore off of him. His lip is bloodied. His nose is broke. He is running after the cop car going, the woman's crazy. Let me in the car. I saw this poor guy last week, didn't even let the cop car slow down. He just jumped on the hood and went, she's reloading. Go, go, go. Senior prom in a small town like Bald Knob, Arkansas, where I'm from. The prom is a major event. Oh, the whole town gets involved. There's a parade, we crown the king and queen, and then, of course, there's a big dance. Every senior year has their moment of glory, their time in the spotlight, and every year there's a different theme. Now, my senior year, it was piñatas on parade. Mrs. Fisher, our art teacher, she was a papier-mâché wizard. That woman could make a papier-mâché replica of anything. There was going to be a traditional piñata donkey from Mexico, a safari elephant from Africa, the Eiffel Tower, and rumor had it there would be a 5-foot replica of Big Ben with a real working clock in it, and at midnight, Coach Briles would pass out baseball bats and we would beat the hell out of everything. It was to be the prom to end all proms. Harlita June Teal was my best friend at the time, and we were both seniors and due to graduate that year. Of course, Harlita had been due to graduate for the last 3 years. She said she flunked on purpose so she didn't mess up her social life. Oh, she was a fireball, people. All the boys in the hall used to yell as she'd walk down, Harlita June Teal's a whole lot of tail. Oh, no, that never bothered her. She kind of wore it like a school fight song. She was amazing. She could out-drink, out-cuss, and out-spit any boy in 4 counties. The girl was amazing. She was born to spit. I never saw anything like it. I attribute her spitting forte to her natural dental placement. She had this big space in the middle of her front teeth. She could fit a whole popsicle stick in between and still have enough room to whistle the national anthem. We shared everything together. But going to the prom was one thing we weren't going to share. Nobody had asked me, but oh goodness. Every boy in school that owned a van and had a Trojan in his pocket had asked Arleta. You can't expect her to pass that up. About a week before prom, me and Harleta were standing in the hallway by the water fountain, and I bent down to get a drink of water, and when I stood up, there he was. Steve Fargo. Oh, just a mention of his name could put the perm back in a girl's do. He was beautiful, really. Big strapping kid, sandy brown hair that waved over his forehead and stopped just above his steel blue eyes. Tight little butt, long bow legs, and armadillo skin boots so pointy you could pierce your ears with them. And then he said it. Just came right out of his mouth. 10 words that set my ears on fire and my heart to flame. Etta Mae, would you go to the prom with me? I looked up at this godlike specimen of a man with water dripping off my chin. And for that moment in time, the world was so quiet. It was like God had spoke. All the kids in the hall had stopped doing what kids do. They were all looking at me. I thought I was going to throw up right there on those armadillo skin boots. And then I heard somebody say yes. And then I realized that somebody was me. He disappeared into a herd of teenagers, and I just floated off to Mr. Pelkey's basic math. Harlita just staggered behind me like a disciple of Jesus. You see, people, Steve Fargo was the captain of the football team and the baseball team and president of everything else. I was real surprised when he asked me to, because you wouldn't know what to look at me now, but I kind of had a weight problem when I was in high school. That's what's so amazing about life, isn't it? How from second to second things changed. Until I was asked to go to the prom, I didn't even know I wanted to go. It was like I was a whole new person. After Mr. Pelkey's basic math came home economics. My tuna casserole was never crunchier, my souffle never higher. In history class, I knew oneth by land, twoeth by sea. Easy Street seemed to lay in front of me. Now all I had to do was walk down it. I was so fired up to tell my family that night. I announced at the supper table Cinderella was going to the ball. My mom got so excited, I thought she was going to do a cartwheel right there in the kitchen. My 9 brothers just stared in shock, and my daddy said, "Pass the salt." I don't know who was more excited about going, me or my mom. We went to look for a dress with 2 major obstacles. Finding one that would fit and finding one we could afford. We ended up at the basement bargain sale at J.C. Penney's. It was a Pepto-Bismol pink polyester dress. 2 sizes too small, off the shoulders to boot. It had these little bone ribs in the side that fit so tight up against my lungs that my boobs just kind of hovered in suspended animation. They looked like 2 little astronauts in 0 gravity. Now if I could only learn to dance and not breathe at the same time. I started getting ready hours too early that night. But then again, this was no easy thing for any woman to attempt. Ladies, I shaved my legs for the first time in my life that night. And not just up to the knees either. I tried to be so careful, but the nerves consumed my hand. And with a new blade, I headed for the shin bone. And like a car on ice-covered asphalt, I just lost control. There is that split second when you remove a 2-inch by 1/4-inch section of skin from your leg. That split second when that 2-inch by 1/4-inch section of skin is as white as a newborn baby's ass. And it almost looks like neon against the rest of your tan, uninjured skin. And then that split second is followed by the next split second, and suddenly the tub looks like a shower scene from Psycho. While I was hemorrhaging in the bathroom, Mom was in an intensive briefing with our family fashion expert, Aunt Elsie. See, my Aunt Elsie, she'd been to Nashville twice. And she sold Avon door to door. so she knew what she was doing. Up to that point, the tools of the trade, they'd been foreign to me. There were 8 crinoline slips, a girdle that fits so tight it would have given Madonna cramps, pantyhose, which took me 4 tries to get on. Aunt Elsie did everything for me that night. She applied my makeup, did my hair complete with baby's breath garnish. I looked like a princess with foliage. I sat out on that front porch swing and I waited for my white knight. Everybody else in the house just milled around pretending to do things important. Mama cleaned the kitchen sink and Dad watched I Love Lucy and sucked down a beer, and my 9 brothers, as usual, plotted the latest ways to torture each other. I sat there on that hot Arkansas night with little beads of sweat trickling down my cheeks, giving my makeup that very pretty pinstriped effect. Every mosquito west of the Mississippi took a bite out of me, and me and my hovering boobs, we just waited. I watched the moon waltz across the sky. I Love Lucy soon became the Honeymooners and Uncle Milty and finally the news. Dad's beer quickly became a 6-pack of empties. And I realized as I sat there on that hot Arkansas night, Steve Fargo had never intended on taking me to the prom. It was just a practical joke amongst friends, and Monday morning I would go to the school, the butt of a lot of laughs. My daddy staggered out on the front porch and he looked down at his baby girl covered in polyester mosquito bites. And he did something he ain't never done before and he ain't never done since. He told my mama to put on his favorite Patsy Cline record. And he asked his baby girl to dance. How'd that go? See the pyramids along the Nile. See the sunrise on a tropic isle. Just remember, darling, all the while you belong to me, we dipped. See the marketplace in old Algiers. Send me photographs and souvenirs. Just remember, darling, through the years, you belong to me. I realized something very important as I lay in bed that night. That I had 3 big things those kids at school would never have. I had a daddy who loved his baby girl very much. I had a Pepto-Bismol pink polyester dress. And I had 9 big brothers beat tar out of Steve Fargo very next day.
I have fought my weight my entire life. Anybody ever fought their weight there? I mean, and it's hard. It's hard, and I'm 60 years old, and I'm so sick of it. And you know what? I decided I ain't gonna diet no more. I'm 60. I don't care. I've decided I ain't gonna diet anymore. Here's my new technique. I'm just gonna go get fatter friends. That's genius. That way, when I go out to party like you people, you know, it's like, well, I ain't no size 2, but at least I'm not Janice. Look at all the women sitting in groups going, oh man, I'm Janice. Oh my goodness.
Well, let's talk about our generation. You know, our parents and our grandparents used to look at their offspring as the future of mankind. Well, let me tell you something. If this next generation is our future, we might as well declare bankruptcy right dang now. Maybe this happens to all species. How do we really know what killed the dinosaurs? Maybe it wasn't a giant comet after all. Maybe, just maybe, there was a bunch of Lindsay Lohan and Britney Spears dinosaurs running around, gobbling up and consuming everything they could get their giant lizard hands on. Do you remember when somebody would ask you what you wanted to be when you grew up? And what would we say? We'd say a teacher or a nurse or a fireman. Do you know what my daughter and her little friends say when I ask them what they want to be when they grow up? Paris Hilton. Paris Hilton's not a vocation. Let us move on to the biggest shun of all, humiliation. I think the biggest thing that causes problems in any marriage is men have different belief systems than women do, and this can cause problems, anger, hatred within the relationship. Let me give you an example. Let's take a family vacation in a car. Don't get ahead of me. Now, a family vacation in a car, I have realized my husband has three main beliefs. Belief number one, maps are for sissies. Belief number two, posted speed limit, merely a suggestion. And belief number three, nobody pees till he pees. Struck a nerve on that one, didn't I, girls? So let me show you how this causes problems, anger, hatred within the relationship. Last June, we were going to take the children from Lexington, Kentucky, where we live. I'll tell you what, let's say there's a big map of the United States, big giant map of the United States, okay? All right, I'm doing this for the blondes in here. They do better with visual aid. Okay. Big map of the United States, okay, kids? All right. So we were going to take the children from Lexington, Kentucky, where we live. Let's say that's up here on the map, all right? Down to Orlando, Florida, to Disney World. Everybody with me? So you can imagine my surprise when the California State Trooper pulled us over, going 90 in a 55. And my children and I were so elated that the car was actually coming to a stop after 16 hours straight, leaped from the vehicle like urine-filled super soakers and run off into the bushes. Now the approaching policeman thinks my husband is smuggling Mexicans. It caused a problem. It caused more than humiliation. It caused incarceration.
Went to Walmart, get me some baby powder. Oh, I love your Walmart here. You got the coolest thing at your Walmart. In the back by the pharmacy area, there's a thing called Auto Physical. Have you ever seen it? It's all these coin-operated machines that would basically give you a checkup. One machine, you put a quarter in, takes your blood pressure. Have you ever seen that? Ain't that cool? One machine, you put a quarter in, does like a glucose test on you, check your sugar. One machine, you put a quarter in, and you stand on this pad, and a bar swung down, hit me right in the crotch. And a readout said, turn your head and cough. What the heck it was testing for. I went through a whole roll of quarters. You girls are nasty. I saw that. She just turned to her friend and went, Walmart's open 24 hours. Girls, it's better than going to Vegas. Only machine I've ever pumped quarters into paid off every single time.
Hey!
I know, you're looking at me. I need to get some weight off. I saw on Oprah Winfrey, her personal trainer said if you want to lose weight, don't eat 2 hours before you go to bed. I haven't slept in 6 days. Girls, you know you're getting fat when you sit in your bathtub and the water in the toilet rises. Anybody got a teenage daughter at home? Applaud if you have a teenage daughter. Yeah. Yeah. How old? How old, honey? 15. Heel! All teenage girls seem to think the sound is a word. It's the only response I get anymore. Hey, I told you to get off the phone. I don't know if I'm raising a kid or a cat with a hair problem.
It was fabulous.
Could relate to everything, it seems like.
She was splitting her gut.
She was speaking to the women, she was making fun of the guys. I mean, how can you not love that?
She'll tell you the truth. Nobody else has the guts to tell you.
Where's my women over 40? Applaud if you're over 40. What's your name, honey? Jackie. Can I ask you a personal question, Jackie? You ever sneeze and pee your pants? I don't know what's the matter. Lately I sneezed, I just pissed my pants. It's like, ma'am, do you need a Kleenex? No, but some kitty litter would be nice. Where are you going on your honeymoon? What? New York. Skater. You liar. Have you seen airplane tickets or anything? See, men lie. Kelly, my husband, told me he was going to take me on a cruise. Turned out to be a bologna sandwich on a bass boat. Men mean well. They mean well, but men have different belief systems than women do. Would you agree? Yes. Men believe different things than women do, and this can cause problems, anger, hatred in a relationship. Kelly, let me give you an example. Let's take a family vacation. Now, I've realized over the years I've been married to my husband, he has 3 main beliefs when it comes to a family vacation. Belief number 1, maps are for sissies. Belief number 2, posted speed limit, merely a suggestion. And belief number 3, nobody pees till he pees. Now let me show you how this causes problems, anger, hatred in the relationship. We were going to take the children last June from Lexington, Kentucky. Let's say that's here on a map, okay? I'm doing this for the blondes. We were taking the children from Lexington, Kentucky, down to Orlando, Florida, to Disney World. Are you with me, Kelly? Mm-hmm. So you can imagine my surprise when the California State Trooper pulled us over, going 90 in a 55. And my children and I, so elated that the car was actually coming to a stop after 16 hours straight, leap from the vehicle like urine-filled super soakers and run off into the bushes. Now, the approaching policeman thinks my husband is smuggling Mexicans. The other day, me and my husband, we sat at Applebee's, kicking back a few beers, eating some nachos. My husband got this funny look in his eyes, and he reached across the table, and he grabbed my hand very gently, and he goes, "Baby, you are my best friend." Oh, that dang near killed me. Do you know how much it hurts when beer shoots out your nose? That burns, idiot. Oh, heck, he knows he's not my best friend. My best friend is my friend Val. And she is my best friend because Val and I have made a promise to each other that if one day by some terrible circumstance one of us is in a coma in the hospital, the other one promises to sneak in and shave the mustache. That is a woman's best friend. Am I right? Yes. 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 Let me tell you something, girls. You leave it up to your husband, you're going to be laying in ICU looking like Yosemite Sam or something. I'd be so mad at my husband, I'd just wake up out of that coma just to go either pluck me or pull the cord. People are making fun of me. Nurses have nicknamed me Sasquatch. Val is my best friend. 300-pound black woman. Sorry, 300-pound beautiful black woman. Kind of black woman that walks into the room, her butt will come in 5 minutes later. Wearing a thong, baby. Woo! And working it. Why can't us white women feel about our weight the way black women do? Val ain't got no fat butt, man. She got junk in her trunk. She got more cushion for the pushing. And she knows how to handle men, too. She's always telling me, "Etta Mae, girl, you want to control your man, make him do what you want him to do. You got to control the sex. Just cut him off till he do right." She said, "Dang, girl, check it out. One time I had a boyfriend of mine cut my yard at 3 o'clock in the morning, get some of my time." So I did it. I cut him off. Yard ain't been mowed in 3 years. Grew up poor. Some banker came along, gave me credit. Now I'm in debt. Anybody else in debt? The pool is full. Called one of them debt counseling hotlines. I don't know if this is a bad sign, but I told the lady my situation. She started laughing and hung up. You know, and I try to handle my money. I see this Susie Orman lady on TV, on Oprah. You see her, girls? Yeah. The one that looks like she got an air hose up her butt or something. I'm Susie. She's freaky. She always jacking her mouth that you need to save 10% of your income. Save 10% of your income. Now, I don't know where she comes from. But where I come from, you get your paycheck on Friday. You got money left over on Monday, you call in sick. You still got partying to do, people. I don't understand finances. I don't even understand why our country's in debt. I don't get it. Why are they in debt? Why is the most powerful nation in debt? We print the money. Print more money. Heck, add third shift if we need to. You got to plan for your future. This is how white people plan for their future. Honey, you think 3 cases of beer gonna get us through the weekend? you're a responsible parent, you have a will. Like, what do I need a will for? What am I gonna leave my kids? Heck, once Rent-A-Center gets done going through the house, only thing that's gonna be left is a dirty kitty litter box, a can of Spam, and this blouse. PTA don't like me none. Heavens to Betsy, you take a 12-pack of bud to a PTA meeting. Oh, they get real pissy. I figured out what PTA stands for. Permanently tied ass. That's what PTA stands for. Head of our PTA's name is Mrs. Doffinball. And the only reason she's the head of our PTA, she's raised most money in the bake sale for the last 3 years. Whoop-de-doo. She makes these little dessert squares. She calls them Doffinball Family Dessert Squares, secret family recipe. I found out last year she puts Grand Marnier in the dessert square. Skeeter, you know what Grand Marnier is? It's booze. It's liquor. Well, heck, I didn't know you could spike this stuff. I showed her this year. I made brownies. Happy brownies, Grandma. I raised $3.5 million, people. They have to rename the school after me. Etta High. Well, it's good to be back in the South. I've been out of the country for a while. I was in Los Angeles. It's good to be home. You know, the people out in California aren't like Southerners. They're not nice. I mean, we're nice to each other. We say hey, wave at strangers on the street. Oh, they'll wave at you. I was working on a TV show out there, and one night the producer took the whole cast to a Hollywood party, and there's lots of famous people there and stuff. And nobody was really talking to me, you know? Shut up. So I'm just standing off in the corner over by the dip and... Not dip. He's getting all excited. They's giving out free skull. Them Hollywood people know how to party, don't they? Calm down. I'm standing over by the dip. A woman started walking towards me, and apparently she's some famous actress, and I didn't know who she was, but her name's Angelina Jolie. Do you know who this woman is? Well, I didn't know who she was. And if you don't know anything about this Angelina Jolie, she got big, huge, swelled up lips. No, she got big lips now. And I was just trying to make conversation, you know? And I said, dang, woman. What the heck happened to you? You get in a bar fight or something? You allergic to bees? She said, no, I just had my lips done. Do you know what that means? Yeah, the big hairs, they know what that means, don't you? Yes, you do. She said, now I ain't making this up, back me up. She said that a doctor sucked fat out of her butt and injected it into her lips. What is the matter with LA women? She said, I wanted to have Michelle Pfeiffer lips. I said, you got Mick Jagger lips is what you got. She goes, well, I don't expect you to understand. You're from the South. I said, woman, I'm about to teach you how to pluck a chicken. I stood up for the South. You bet I did. You dang right I did. I got right back in her face. I said, yes, ma'am, I am from the South. In fact, I'm from the great state of Kentucky. And we're all better than you. I'm better than you. I've been on Jerry Springer twice and seen 3 UFOs. Yeah! I have to say I was very excited when he joined that band, the Philharmonic. Well, I'd never heard of Phil before, but hell, I like a harmonica as much as anybody, you know. We went to the concert, there wasn't one harmonica in the band. It's all like a bunch of violins and cellos and stuff. And they call them symphony concerts. And let me warn you something, especially you, Skeeter. Going to them symphony concerts ain't like going to a real concert. It's not like going to one of our concerts, okay? I mean, it's not like going to see Merle Haggard or George Jones, all right? First off, what I realized at these symphony concerts, they don't tailgate before the show. What's up with that? I had an entire cake and a grill in the back of the truck. We never touched it. Another thing, at these symphony concerts, they don't do the wave. Me and my husband tried to get that started 3 or 4 times. Like, woo, come on! Come on, girl, get up! Okay. And heaven to Betsy, you yell out a request. All I said was, hey, Play the Devil went down to Georgia. Woo! And then I realized, I should have brought those brownies.
I don't know about you ladies, but none of them designer clothes ever fit me, especially them jeans. You know, they don't make them for real women, do they? It's just either they're too baggy in the back or I'm walking around with a camel toe or something like that, you know. You know, isn't it gross? I just cannot get them to fit right. I tell you what, I'd make $1 million if I came up with some new jeans. And I know what I'd call them. Easy Woo jeans. And this would be the commercial campaign. Easy Woo jeans. For the woman who likes to have sex, but not with her pants.